Hey guys, it's JL the July Lioness back with part two of building Solsbury Hill. We are doing the recreation hall and dining hall this time, and this will basically complete the build, um, except for, occasional tweaking of things. Like this is the first tweak. I do not like this door. So gonna find a replacement door. This little brown door, it's all right, but it's just one tile wide, and I have an even number of tiles for the width of the front of that building, so I can't center it. So I need a two tile wide door. Bye. And that front of the building is so plain, so I wanted to get something. Oh, maybe it'll let some more light in for one thing, and it's just too grim looking right now. Austere. This whole build is basically utilitarian, but I also wanted to blend kind of, it needs to look kind of welcoming because this is a refuge for people. Um, who knows what the future brings, right? So I'm picking out doors right now from the catalog. This one looks promising. I like that it's got multiple panes, so it kind of matches the windows. It's got a squarish shape. Yeah, that'll do nicely. And it's got some white trim to pick up on the white trim of the windows. Me likey, me likey. And I love this stone facing. I think that's pretty. It looks kind of looks like an old farm or something. And it's sturdy. It's the desert, so you can't have a wooden clad building out in the desert because the wood will completely dry out within a couple of years. So you can't do that. You could do vinyl siding, but maybe, I don't know. It could possibly melt, I guess. Um, but stone is practical, I guess, if you can find stone. Of course, adobe is where what most of it is. Adobe and stucco and fake adobe. I lived in Phoenix for a few years, and all the buildings were pretty much the same kind of stucco, pinkish, kind of pinkish looking clay exterior. 90% of the buildings, the residential ones, were clad in that, and not a lot were real adobe anymore. That would be like if you had a really old house. Old being 19th century. There's not a lot of really old buildings out west, of course. But from New England, being from New England, I've slept in houses that were built, turn of the century. I mean, turn of the 18th, like 1776. I had a friend who lived in Boston, and her house was like 250 years old. So when I moved out to Phoenix, I was like, well, where are the old houses? I was pretty disappointed. I want a Victorian or a Cape Cod. We don't have that stuff out here. Maybe in Nevada, like what's that town? Any of the maybe some of the old mining towns, you might find a Victorian that you could rehab or something, but not really. So yeah, this is the dorm with just the bedrooms and bathrooms. We've got two bathrooms. Well, it's four, technically four bathrooms, but two toilets and sinks, and then two shower rooms. Because I figure not everybody needs to take a shower, not everybody needs to use the toilet. So it would speed things up for, people want to take their morning showers, okay. People who just need to use the toilet don't have to stand in line because of the people in the shower. You know what I mean? So it's a traffic flow thing. Okay, so now we're kind of making the bedrooms a little bit more homey with some cheerful curtains. Was trying to find something that would match the blue sheets and the mauve walls. So these curtains have a little bit of blue in them, not a whole lot, but a little. And yeah, the pink kind of isn't an exact match to the walls, but we'll see. Eventually, the beds will get upgraded and will have to be redecorated anyway. But for now, that's good. You know, maybe these were donated or something. Let's just say these curtains were donated by someone, which is very generous. Same idea here. Yeah, more donated curtains. These were a different color, but they go pretty well with this paint, which also was donated. So you know you can't. This is not a designer look. We're just mm, using what we got. So there was a whole lot of that pale blue paint. So a lot of that was used, and not so much of the more designer colors. Really liked that green, but there wasn't that much of it. So that was why it only went in this one bedroom. And the bed just looked great with it. But the table's on the wrong side. That bedside table should go to the left of the bed because it's pinching the curtains the way it is now. So I can easily do that because you've got that empty area there. Yeah. Now these curtains, I thought they were just white, but then I looked at very closely and you can see one was cream and one was white. So I was carefully making sure they were all white to go with the baseboard trim. The white has just a sort of a blue tinge to it. Can't stand it when you got ivory and white together. They do not match. I do see the difference. But I wanted to keep it simple because of that checked sheet on the bed. Um, just keep it with solids in this particular instance. But there wasn't enough room in the bedrooms with the double beds for the dressers. So that's why the dressers go out in that alcove out there for storage, you know. Might not even have clothes in them, might have all people's stuff, whatever they manage to salvage from whatever sort of devastation they have just endured or are trying to escape or whatever their situation is. So we're just, tweaking the bathroom. I know a lot of people have bathrooms that don't have windows in them, but I would. I grew up in a house that had windows in the bathroom, and how can you have plants? You can't have plants in the bathroom. And that's a perfect place for plants because of the steam from the shower, the humidity from the shower. So you got to be able to have plants in your bathroom. So you got to have a window in your bathroom, preferably facing east or west. So then you've got the morning or afternoon sun and humidity for the plant. So that's the ideal setup. So that's what I'm thinking whenever I do bathrooms for these people is um, should be plant friendly. Another thing that I try to avoid is putting showers in front of windows. What's the point of having a window in the bathroom if you're just going to cover it right up with the shower, right? Now, see, no, on the left there. No. Bad place for the shower. Gonna have to move that window. No, we're gonna move the shower. Because I like the windows to all be symmetrical on the outside. I know that's not how life really is, but it's The Sims, and this is how I want it to look. This is my perfect world. So I realized, hey, I can put a window on each side of this wall, and that'll work. but then it's going to have to balance out on the other side of that of the building. So there's a little asymmetry on the inside, but on the outside it's more symmetrical. I hear my cat crying. Sorry if you can hear him too. My cats have gotten very needy with all of this energy going around. And if I put him in the room with me, then he tries to get in my lap and there's not enough room and it doesn't work. So I put him out in the living room, hoping he'll play with the kitten. And eventually he will. He'll settle down. But I think he hears me talking, so that's why he's crying for me. So adding some curtains to the bathroom windows. We've got a blue theme going on. We had all this blue paint. Otherwise, the bathrooms probably would have been different colors. And all the excess, all the checked flooring, just you use what you have. So, utilitarian. Made it as nice as we could with what we had. So there are the toilets, toilet and sink. Not a lot of fancy lighting. The camping lamps are fine, utilitarian. No frills, except maybe for some of those donated curtains. So yeah, this is sort of a dressing area. Didn't put curtains over these windows. Don't really need them. What you do, you just grab your stuff from the dresser and then change your clothes in your bedroom or in the bathroom if nobody's waiting to use it or anything. Usually I like to do a tour with the walls completely up, but this is a rather crowded space, so I had to do it that way. Okay, time to do some landscaping. Yeah, I added a couple of tents to give it just sort of a kind of a campy kind of a feel. Sims love those tents. They keep going in there to read. It's like a little getaway or something. So I'm just adding some desert plants, so palm trees and cacti and agave, that type of thing. Because we are in the desert, I would say maybe Nevada or California or something like that. And not a whole lot of desert plants out here. I think there was I thought they had a cottonwood tree in this game, but I guess it was in Sims 3 because I play Sims 3 too. But anyway, I found some neat little cacti and I sized some of them up too to give a little difference, make it a little more realistic. I just love all the shadows here. That must be something that they've added in the latest update, or they've improved them or something, because look at the beautiful shadows, the negative space. That is so pretty. And it's so accurate, or to me it looks accurate. You can tell what direction the sun is coming from, and I would say if I were in the game, I could look at the time of day shown and tell you what direction the sun's in, west, east. I think it might be, looks like it might be afternoon. I don't know. So this is sort of a centerpiece with the cacti. I'm not really going to worry about a parking area because there aren't any cars. So I don't really need to worry about that. And I mean, out in the desert, a place like this, you would just sort of pull up and park on the gravel anyway. It's just hard packed dirt, sand, you know. Okay, so now I'm working on the dining and recreation hall. And I wanted to get that front entry exactly like the one that the dorm has. So I'm just carefully measuring that out. See, it's six squares wide and I think about eight long, something like that. Got to get your proportions right. And I measure it according to the price. Each little panel of drywall is 60 simoleons, as they call them in the game. $60, 60 simoleons. So all that grid work, that's how you measure. So that room is 1, 2, 3, what? Yeah, that's eight squares wide. And this is the kitchen. And, oh, I have to fix that. Okay. Well, for some reason, this has gone into black and white. I will repair this. I can't do it right now because I'm narrating, but when I finish the narration, you will see this in color, but right now I am seeing this in black and white because this is Movie Maker, which has a mind of its own. It works great when it feels like it, which is most of the time. So this is kind of an orange themed kitchen. I have to make a little note. 17 minutes. So yeah, I started out the kitchen undecorated, but then I thought, well, yeah, I think I'll decorate. I'll put the flooring and the walls in first, and then we'll add the rest of the stuff. It'll be a little more fun for you guys to watch. Because I love the decorating part. So I'm looking for the perfect curtains, and I'm thinking, don't want them too long, because again, why put windows in if you're just going to cover it all up with curtains? Also, don't want a curtain hanging over the stove. Fire! So I need kind of short curtains that aren't actually going to clip the countertop, and ultimately I went with these little valances, which just, they just kind of soften it a bit, but they don't block out too much light. It is the desert. The sun is hot, so not a whole lot of light, because light and heat go together. You're not going to put bay windows in a desert house unless you have special glass or something, I guess. So there's the dishwasher and a nice tea maker, and no, we're not going to put in a coffee pot, because then everybody just gets really sleep deprived and it's just a bad idea. But tea is better for you. You still get your caffeine. And that tea brewer is really nice. You can make all different kinds of tea. You can make healthy green. You can even do like a spice apple cider, which sounds really good to me when it gets cold. So I love that tea maker. Yeah, there's one nice trash can. In The Sims, you always have to have a trash can, and you always have to have a mailbox on a residential lot. They are required. No, there aren't any doors with mail slots in them, which would be kind of cool, but no, just always some kind of a mailbox. And they will wash dishes in the dishwasher, at the sink. They'll cook their meals. They can microwave stuff. fill up the cat feeder. My family has a couple of cats, so that's why that's there. Um, Here's the dining table. So really, we'll have, I guess, six humans will be living in this area. But of course, there's visitors. So when people want to come over, so this is really the main place to eat right now. Like I said, utilitarian. That's the theme, utilitarian. So, a lot of this stuff was donated or salvaged or whatever. So, yeah, limited choices. You get what you get. You take what you get, Nobody can afford to be picky. And I guess the people who have really nice stuff are holding on to their really nice stuff. All the antiques and things. It's not like we can go antiquing. We just got some nice lights. Now just have to do the rest of the place. So I realized this was going to be too small for everything I wanted to put in here. This place needs a bathroom for one thing. And then all the activities I want them to do, it wouldn't all fit on one floor. So I'm going to add a second story, which also makes the complex look a little bit more interesting. So here's some nice wooden flooring. And a cheerful paint color. There's a lot of blues and greens. This might be a little bit bright for people, but it's like they had a whole ton of this salmon colored paint, right? They had even more of this than they had of the blue. Somebody just donated all this stuff, so we'll use it. Why not? We're not picky. It's more fun than white. Makes it more homey, cozier. So here's the bathroom. I had to move some doors around. So we'll have a nice bathroom here with a shower too, because you can never have enough showers. People who are, running late, they can come over and take a shower and then grab some breakfast on their way. No such thing as too many bathrooms or too much toilet paper. So this is now basically a three full baths on the property. That's pretty good for 6 people. Yeah, that's nice and comfortable. So obviously this pretty kind of coral color doesn't really go very well with this flooring. So I decided to search for a color that matches better. You can search by color. And that was the easiest way for me to do it. So that yellow didn't work, but this stucco is great because it's perfect color and they use a lot of stucco in the desert. So I thought that was really nice. Don't want it to clash with the floor. You don't want a pattern wall and a pattern floor if you can help it. If you have to, it can be done if it's done carefully. Like I think the kitchen worked, but it is 2 patterns in the kitchen. But that worked fairly well because the pattern was big enough. Big pattern on the wall and a very small pattern on the floor. So I think you can get away with that. So it's like scale. So I'm just, what am I doing here? Oh, I couldn't find my wall tool. There we go. So I thought, well, people don't need to see me struggling to find the wall tool. I'll just cut. Now, where to put the sink? Well, it's nice to be able to stand at the sink and look out the window. But then, where do you want to put the toilet? I don't like walking, if I can help it, I don't like walking right into a bathroom and boom, there's a toilet. If it's a fairly large bathroom. You need to have a little privacy, but it depends on how big the bathroom is. So this bathroom was a little too small to put a half wall. So I just sort of tucked it behind the door so that when you open the door, you're not bam right staring at somebody who might be sitting on the toilet who might have forgotten to lock the door or something, you know? So, so the toilet got kind of tucked behind the door. Time to put in a towel rack, sort of brown tones, nothing fancy, no frills, and of course the toilet paper. Now this sink does not center on the window. That's annoying. Nope, doesn't work. Okay. Well, still have to put a mirror over it or near it, so we'll just flip it around and center it between the window and the shower. There you go. And put the mirror in. Nice medicine cabinet. And yeah, I got the shower blocking a window, which I don't like to do, but I didn't want to mess up my exterior, so I said, okay, we won't get, I'll let it go. Okay, so now we got some light. There are throw rugs and stuff that can be put down, which will probably be added later, so you don't have wet linoleum to deal with. Okay, need some blinds, of course, for the bathroom, because we are on the ground floor and people are roaming around out there. And so that one doesn't fit. Try a different one. That one's a bit long, but it's narrower, so we can work with this one. And it's kind of the brown tone, so that's good. So if you can get it, yeah, hanging up off the ledge of the window frame gets it to the right height. So place that carefully. So yeah, we still have some light, a little bit of light. Now in the real world, I would have probably left one of those windows uncovered and dug out a really humongous fern that I could hang over the window that would act for kind of like privacy or something. Okay, so there we got the bathroom. Now, where are we going? I think we're going upstairs. Yep, here comes the staircases. Just to get an idea, we're probably going to put a 1 square wide staircase on the left between the windows. Couldn't do it right that minute because I hadn't actually built the upstairs yet. There was the roof was already on this, so I had to take off that roof and redo it, re-roof. So I figured while I was out here doing roofs, I'd get these windows because I had just drawn in the walls for the upstairs, so now we'll do the windows for the upstairs. And I just, like I said, I like it looking as symmetrical as possible. So there's a lot of square counting, make sure the windows are evenly spaced and all that stuff. And I'm not putting a window in the middle because that's where the roof line is going to go. Okay, now I'm doing the stairs again. Nope, that's the basement. Yeah, okay. Look at the shadows again. Isn't that pretty? The window-shaped shadows on the ground there. Pretty cool. Yeah, that should just fit between these windows here. Just right. I'm going to need a railing. Nice white stairs to go with the white molding or the white baseboards. And I put some fun little things in this downstairs room too. So it's a gathering place. Both, well, yeah, the gathering place really is this area here downstairs. And then this upstairs and some things that were really needed. So my theory is electricity, there will be electricity, but it'll be kind of restricted. It'll be um, produced by maybe a generator or wind power or solar power. Um, so it won't, there won't be any, it'll be off grid. So there won't be a lot of electronics in this place. There'll be some, but not a lot. So there's no TV, probably no computers. If there's a computer, there won't be any internet service. I'm assuming there will not be any internet ever again, which may be a good thing in some ways. So it's just uh, human powered entertainment. So we've got music and a wood crafting station there. 3 guitars up here. There's another guitar outside downstairs and an easel out next to also outside downstairs. And I also put a punching bag in. Now that's a karaoke machine right there, but we can't do that because that's too much electricity. But yeah, I do the punching bag. Somebody can work out. I'm not going to put a bar in. Yeah, so this room's got most of everything I want to put in there, but now, what am I doing? Oh, flooring, okay. So this equipment over here on the left is for pet care. People are going to come with pets, and there's not going to be any really veterinarian anywhere around, so we're going to have to do our own doctoring unless a veterinarian joins the group or something. So here's some old equipment that somehow we found, or maybe bought it at auction or something. But my sim, like I said, has 2 cats, and she's going to have to learn how to um, take care of them, give them shots they need, and spay, neuter, and maybe she'll become a veterinarian just from trial and error. Whoops. Now, there are no farm animals in this game, not yet anyway, so no, you're not going to have to bring your cow up the stairs or anything. Well, I guess it'd be a house call. Yeah, like James Harriet would do, right? Yeah. So now we're putting some wood paneling in the music room because it's better acoustics if you have wood flooring. The resonance is better. The music sounds better. So we've got the upstairs pretty much set. I'm just going to rearrange some furniture here because I need to pretty this room up a bit. Yep, moving the door. Wouldn't it be nice if we could just move doors like that? Now we have room for the wood crafting station and little light for your work. So you can have one person crafting wood while the other is practicing on a piano or strumming the guitar or singing. They also sing in The Sims, which is can be annoying because someone might just burst into song for no apparent reason. So where were those other curtains that other person donated? Let me see. Where were they? Going through the trunk here. Ah, here we go. Oh, another. This is also in black and white. Interesting. So that's 36. Oh, Movie Maker. Okay. Okay, doing some roofing. Gonna have to put some outdoor lights on the place. Haven't done that yet. And the next video you will see a bit of gameplay. You will meet my sim family. And again, if you want to be part of this, if you want a sim of yourself or a sim that you made, or a sim that I made for you that doesn't have to be you, let me know. Just leave me a comment or, speak up. Please speak up. Would love to make this a kind of a group thing. I think this is kind of fun. I think people will be enjoying, it's kind of a stress reducer, just maybe for a laugh, because things are weird out there. Definitely. So I think, am I finishing up here? Tweaking, okay. Putting roof trim on. And I did find a drain pipe or two to add as well, just to make it look real, but I don't think you see the drain pipe in this video. Authenticity. I love miniatures, and this whole game is about miniatures, dollhouse and stuff like that. Kind of fun. So that's Solsbury Hill. At least my version of it, my vision of it. And we have to pop up so I can, what am I looking at here? There, okay. Ah, we didn't do that. Didn't do the main roof. Okay. So we'll just pop this roof on. And of course, this is how they do roofing in real life, right? Would that it were so easy. Look at that palm tree shadow on the roof. We just match the shingles up, match the trim up, adjust the height. That back back roof looks kind of low to me. Just a little bit. There we go. You can also add fireplaces and chimneys, but we're not going to do that here. Okay, so here's kind of a little tour of the place. Here's the field with the crops, sprinklers, scarecrows, the gargantuan greenhouse with all the planter boxes waiting to be planted, and a beautiful greenhouse roof. Gravel and dirt floor for the greenhouse. And we go through to looking at the dorm. Back around. At the natural desert. There's actually a little stream right near this lot where people can go fishing. And you can catch all kinds of stuff in that stream. Okay, last time we went off to the right. So there's the mailbox and tents and everything. So that's actually the main door, this door to the left of the tent. So that's where the visitors would come. And I suppose that's, welcome, welcome, let's assign you a bed and all that. Okay, we're going to look inside, that's right. A little bit of a tour here. And so that's a start. Look what somebody left behind. Where did you find? Okay, not yet. Okay, so there's the kitchen. Just to get you oriented here. And our lovely orangey walls. Have some fruit. Have some fake fruit. That's plastic. Look what someone left behind. Good night. What is that? It's a pipe organ. Can you believe it? So somebody can have a blast with the pipe organ. All the musicians can learn how to play the pipe organ, and we could gather around and sing hymns. Yeah. Baseball game songs. Da, 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 da. Yeah. Okay. Now upstairs, this is sort of the veterinary area with the examination table and a place for making medicine, a medicine station. And back in the back, there's a machine that you put your pet in, and it'll spay your pet. And a music room / wood crafting room. I rearranged the furniture in there so the piano is coming straight out. And some lovely curtains, some more lovely donated curtains, and we found a painting somewhere. And there's the easel and the guitar that I mentioned before, so somebody can sing by the campfire. I could set up a campfire, actually. Okay, so I think we're heading out. Yep, I'm just about to leave Solsbury Hill. And in part 1, we went off to the right down the road. In this part, we'll go off to the left and wander down the road a little bit. So this has been JL. Thanks for joining me, guys. Come and watch this Let's Play, and let's have some fun. Take care.